Welcome, fellow explorers. My name is Christian Alexanderson, and this is Hemlocks to Hellbenders, a podcast highlighting Pennsylvania's parks, forests, and great outdoors. For every Pennsylvanian that grew up stomping through creeks, wandering through the woods, and exploring our magnificent forests, there's many more that are just discovering the outdoors. Maybe they grew up in a city, or they mostly played sports, or their families didn't have an outdoor background. But now, they found the beauty and splendor of our wonderful public lands. And that's so great to see. New people from different backgrounds finding joy in the outdoors. However, not everyone is automatically comfortable in the outdoors. Maybe they're afraid of bears, or snakes, or strangers, or getting lost. They don't know where they can learn in a welcoming environment and how to develop community. And they don't know where to start. That's where Centered Outdoors comes in. Based in central Pennsylvania, Centered Outdoors invites everyone of every age, background, or fitness level to explore and enjoy outdoor recreation destinations throughout Center and surrounding counties. They host various programs and activities that cost nothing to participate in and are always open to the public. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned hiker, there's always a place for you at a Centered Outdoors event. And their events include everything from guided hikes and yoga to campfire gatherings and art workshops. There really is something for everyone at Centered Outdoors. I'm always jealous of the people that live in and around Center County because they have access to these awesome activities and programs. It's just a little too far for me here in Cumberland County to go up every weekend, and that's about how often I wish I could participate in their events. But even if you don't live in central Pennsylvania, the activities and programs hosted by Centered Outdoors are worth the trip, and the region will definitely keep you busy if you decide to do so. I'm excited to welcome Olivia Stas to the podcast. Olivia is the program coordinator for Centered Outdoors. Olivia, thanks so much for joining the program.
Thanks for having me, Christian.
Can you tell us about Centered Outdoors?
Sure. Yeah. So Center Outdoors is a program of Clearwater Conservancy. So Clearwater Conservancy is a nonprofit land trust organization located in State College, Pennsylvania, which was founded back in 1980. And Center Outdoors wasn't founded until 2017. So before then, and we still do this work, but before 2017, we were focused on land conservation, water restoration, like we have a riparian program. We work with private landowners, we work with public lands. But then with all of this work, we wanted to connect people to our conservation mission. So back in 2017, the Centered Outdoors program was founded as a way to connect people to nature, to build that really personal experience in the outdoors, build that love for nature, understand the importance of conserving these natural spaces so that people really understood the reason why we're doing this conservation work. But also we just strengthened our community and showed people the really awesome places that we have in central Pennsylvania and got them out there to enjoy it.
What was the inspiration behind creating a free community-focused outdoor engagement program? Was it a particular, just filling a need?
Yeah, definitely filling a need because, as I've mentioned, we want to connect people to our conservation mission, but not only is connecting people to nature good for nature, but it's good for us too, right? So there are so many health benefits to getting outside, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, socially, all of these health benefits to getting outside. So we really want to give back to our community too and have strong connections with the people that live in Center and surrounding counties. So yeah, just really building those relationships, taking people out to meet some of our local partner organizations, build connections with Clearwater, with our local parks and our state parks and state forests, and really connect people to all of those resources, because the reality of it is that people have become more and more disconnected from nature. They don't know what's available in their community. They don't know how to get there. Even if they have that want to get outside, maybe they don't know where to start. So we definitely feel like we are, and we were when we started this program. We're filling this need of being that resource for our community to get connected to the natural resources around here, but also to the conservation work that Clearwater does in our community.
Yeah, and I'm sure a program like this might be difficult to establish in other areas, but I mean, Center County and the area that you serve is kind of like an embarrassment of riches in terms of like the amount of state parks and forests and trails and hiking and biking. It's like you really do have so much in that area. It's pretty wonderful.
We really do. We are rich with the abundance of all of yeah, so many state parks nearby. Rothrock State Forest, I could get there in 10 minutes from here. So Just so many places to go that Center Outdoors, we have about a 1 hour radius for our programs, and we're still able to find new places to go every season. So it is true that Center County or Center and surrounding counties just has such a wide variety of places to go and visit. But I mean, outside of our 1 hour radius, we do recognize that there are lots of places that we can go and visit. Not necessarily with our program. I mean, going an hour to go to work is a little bit far for us, but that's one reason why we love working with partners in our community and further outside of our community that are doing similar work, so that even if we aren't reaching communities that are maybe 2 or 3 hours away from State College that we can't reach with the Center Outdoors program, we can still provide some resources or some education or connections to partners in their community so that they can have a similar experience as well.
How does Centered Outdoors lower barriers so people of all ages and abilities can enjoy nature?
Great. Yeah, there are lots of ways that we try to lower barriers to getting into the outdoors. So, first of all of our programs are free thanks to lots of our wonderful funders. We are funded mostly by grants, which gives us the ability to offer these programs for free. And with that, we also have a number of program features like a gear library. We have gear for people to borrow during our outings. We offer transportation assistance when we can, if we have grant funding for that, or if we can even connect people to their local bus route to get out to a park. We try to get people that assistance when possible. And we also try to tailor our program to offer as wide of a variety of programs as we can, whether that be we have all kinds of different topics, or we have different times of day that we offer these programs, or difficulty levels. So we have uh, a paved path that's a half a mile that we're going a walk on, or we go up to 8 miles on more rugged terrain. So we try to have a wide variety of difficulty so that there's something that's interesting and accessible for folks to join us. We also try to engage with kids and families and make it meaningful for families to come out and join us on the trail. So we have a junior naturalist program that offers backpacks for kids to borrow while we're going out on hikes. And I can get more into detail on that. But um, we're also always looking for feedback from participants. So if something ever feels inaccessible to folks, we want to hear about it. We want to try to make that happen for folks, to get them outside, to address that barrier that they're experiencing. And we don't just wait for people to give us that feedback. We're doing a lot of reflection internally too to see what people aren't coming to our events. Why might that be? And of course, it's the most helpful if we're hearing from people themselves about how we can make our program better. So we have lots of feedback surveys. We have our emails out there for people to reach out to us. But our program is ever changing. Every season looks a little bit different. We try to make it more and more accessible with each year.
Yeah, one of the things I like most about Center Outdoors is that there's a lot of organizations that point out the difficulties, and I feel like there's not a lot that seem to want to address them. And it seems like with Center Outdoors, you're like, oh yeah, not everybody owns a car, or a bus route doesn't necessarily go to certain places. We'll be able to provide, this sort of transportation. Oh, I don't have the gear and I don't have the money to be able to spend it. Oh, well then we'll provide you gear. Like it's really one of the programs in the state that I think is should be. I mean, I feel like Center Outdoors should be modeled in many, many different places, including throughout Pennsylvania. But it's just like it's not just coming up with the problems; it's coming up with the solutions to the problem. I think that's really admirable.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's been great to work with different organizations to look at like you are talking about modeling centered outdoors. There are programs that we're looking at that are doing different things that we haven't done yet, and taking those ideas and seeing how we can fit it into our program. Or we're always open to be a resource for other organizations that are wanting to do this kind of work, to have a meeting or talk about our process on being able to add these features to our events. And we're also, yeah, just always looking for ways to add new offerings. Like I said, with that feedback, we're always wanting to see what else we can do, because that's really what we're trying to do is to identify those problems, but then address them, not just recognize and say, yep, that's how it is. We want to really make it possible for anybody to get outside and have that connection with nature.
Well, speaking about creating a connection, what kinds of guided outings and wellness activities do you offer through the program?
Yeah, so there is such a wide variety of programs that we offer, and we have a couple of different seasons. So, starting in January, we have what we call our winter season for January through March, where it's a little less frequent. We have a few events monthly, where we have some rotating wellness programs. Like this year, we had an art and nature event. We had a forest therapy event and a movement and mindfulness event, just getting people outside, getting some fresh air, taking advantage of some of those health benefits. We also had some junior naturalist play days, which is all about just getting kids outside and having free play that they just go out, whether it was snowing or a little muddy. You know how winter can be in Pennsylvania, especially. The weather's always, you never know what's going to happen, but we wanted to get kids outside and just have the opportunity to play. So we had a couple of play day events. We also had a few nighttime events, which is a unique offering for Center Outdoors, where we had a full moon walk, a star walk, and a community campfire, just getting people out at a time of day that maybe they don't normally get out to see the night sky or just spend some time with their community. And then finally, in the winter, we offer a indoor speaker series event with different experts in our community talking about how getting outside can affect your health. Or this year, we also had a fly fishing specific speaker series event. And then we had most recently, to end our spring season, uh, a topic about just getting prepared for our spring adventures because people have been inside all winter. It's time to get outside. Let's have some reminders of things that you need to do to stay safe or places you can go, or maybe you're new to getting outside this spring. How can we prepare for that? So that's our winter season. And then once we get into our spring, summer, fall season is when Center Outdoors really ramps up. So we have weekly hikes and wellness programs throughout that season. We have multiple hikes per week through most of the month where we're having educational walks. So we're going to a new location each week for a 1 to 2 mile hike where we're making frequent stops to talk about the flora and the fauna and the history of the area that we're going to, or what else is going on at that location throughout the year, and just really learning about the ecology and the history of the area. Each week we go to a new location for those events. Um, and then we also offer some adventure hikes, which is fairly new over the past couple of seasons. We know that there were people that liked learning with us, but also just wanted to get out to hike. So we added some adventure hikes to our season where we're going a little bit further on more difficult terrain, where the purpose of it is just recreation. We're getting outside, we're going for a hike. We might talk about a few things that we're seeing along the way, but mostly we're trying to get to the top of this ridge, or we're doing this 8 mile loop, or we're just getting out to get some exercise. So that's something that we offer about once a month throughout that spring, summer, and fall season. Throughout that season, we also have those weekly wellness programs. So we had wellness programs in the winter that continues through the spring, summer, and fall, where we're offering rotating topics like the forest therapy and the movement and mindfulness and the art and nature, but then also medicinal plants and Tai Chi and just all different ways for us to connect with local wellness leaders, because it is local wellness leaders that are leading those events, and offering a different opportunity for people to spend some time outside if maybe hiking's not their thing, or they want to have a little bit of a slower experience, or maybe they want both. They've come for the hike with us on a Sunday and they want to come and do a yoga practice with us on a Wednesday. So again, just offering some variety to our season. And then something that is new for Centered Outdoors this year is something that we're calling special topics programs. And this comes from many recommendations that we've had throughout the year where people are asking us if we are going to do any canoeing programs or any biking or all of these other outdoor recreation topics that they're interested in. But we don't necessarily have the staff or the equipment or the expertise to offer those programs for our community, but we do have so many awesome partners in our community that are offering those programs. So, our special topics programs, we are able to partner with those organizations or businesses that are doing biking and canoeing or bird watching or fly fishing, all of these different topics, so that we can add even more variety to our season by highlighting those organizations. So we have an event with a local bike shop, Freeze Thaw Cycles, talking about different styles of bikes. So road bikes, mountain bikes, gravel bikes. Why are they different? What does that mean? What bike should I have? Or we're trying to have a program that's talking about even water quality testing. So not even just outdoor recreation programs, but this environmental education piece too, and the conservation piece. So it's some of them will be more recreation focused and some will be more education focused. And it really just has endless possibilities of what we can offer through that special topics program. And we're just really excited to work with local partners to see what we can offer this year through that program. So that's a new one, but lots going on.
Yeah, so just a couple
Just a
events going
few.
on.
We have
Yeah.
a few things that you can join us for this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I joked before we started recording, but it's, I follow you guys on social media and it's just like, why can't I do all these things? I want to live closer, move closer to me, or let me move closer to you. It's like
Right?
every activity. It's like you know, I'm not always the person that every weekend I want to go hiking. I want to experience something different. I want to try something different. So if it's painting in the woods or forest meditation or forest bathing or meditation or Tai Chi or whatever, it's just like you have such a variety that seems like you're hitting everybody, like you're meeting everybody where they are or maybe where they want to be, as opposed to be like, well, all we do is hikes and that's the way that goes. And it's 5 miles.
Yeah.
If you can't do it, you can't do it. It's like you guys just do so much. It's really impressive and also deeply jealous for me. I want to do
Well,
all the
you're wel
things.
yeah, you're welcome anytime you want to come up, Christian. You can join us anytime. But you're exactly right. That's exactly our intention is to meet people where they're at and learn about what they're interested in, what they're doing themselves, or maybe what they're, like you're saying, what they're not doing, but they might want to try out and see if that's something that they'd like to pursue themselves. Whether they're coming out with us or we also, like you said, we're putting lots of stuff on social media and on our website. So even if people aren't joining us for our adventures, they're able to maybe get some inspiration to go out and find somebody in their community that's doing that, or finding a way for them to do it themselves, or to make a trek over to Center County to come and join us for one of those events. So yeah, even if people aren't coming out to our events themselves, we're trying to connect them to the resources that they can use to get out on their own too.
Do you personally have a favorite program to host?
I can honestly say that I don't. I or maybe it depends. I can be at a wellness program and I'll be like, wow, this is great. I love hosting these programs. And then I'll go to a hike and I'll be like, wow, this is great. This is my favorite way to work, is being out on the trail with folks. And it's every time I say it, it's true that I love being outside with folks and connecting them to the trails or connecting them to different ways to get outside. So it's, yeah, I can honestly say that I don't have a favorite program.
How do you think guided events help people develop confidence to explore on their own? I know I'm one of those people that's still new to the outdoors. I'm one of those people that's like, I'm not going to pick up a giant backpack and just go hiking for 2 days. It's like, I want that confidence. And I feel like a lot of your activities kind of inspire that in people.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. Outside can be really intimidating if you haven't done it much before, or maybe it's a new place that you want to go to, or a new skill that you're taking on. So, by offering guided outings, we're really hoping to take people out and have kind of that safety net for them,
Yeah.
that they can hear from some people that know the area, even know nearby areas that they could maybe recommend, come out and try something that might be even a little bit outside of their comfort zone, but they know that there is somebody there to help them along the way, to build up that confidence. Um, yeah, because going out on your own can be scary, and I mean, if you're not prepared, it can also be a little dangerous. So it's good to do your research and to connect with people in the area that are wanting to do similar things that you're doing, or organizations that are offering things that you want to do, so that you're really able to learn about where you want to go, learn about what you want to do, build up those skills, answer your questions, so that when it is time for you to go out on your own, if you want to go out for a hike on a new trail, or a hike on maybe a trail that you went and visited with Centered Outdoors, but you want to go back again and enjoy it. Now you know where that is, you know where to park, you know what those paint patches mean on the trees, and you know where they're taking you, know where to find the maps. I mean, there's so many things within the outdoor field that you wouldn't know until you learn it from somebody, or learn it by doing your own research. So even if you're not coming out with an organization like Centered Outdoors and you're looking to go out on your own, I think that doing your research is the best place to start if you're going to look up online where you want to go, what you want to do, what the resources are, so that you can feel confident and comfortable going out. But hopefully, if you need that little boost, there is an organization like Centered Outdoors in your area that you can take that first step with.
And now, let's hear from our sponsors. Join Keystone Trails Association for the Appalachian Trail History Hike Series. Hikes take place on June 6th and 27th in collaboration with America 250 PA, Cumberland County. Learn more at kta-hike.org. It's better outside, especially with a Purple Lizard map in your pack. Their award-winning cartography helps you see the big picture and explore some of the best outdoor destinations in Pennsylvania. Each map reveals trails, forests, and small towns waiting to be discovered, helping you plan, wander, and reconnect with the world around you. Discover the Pennsylvania Outdoor Recreation Map and the full collection at purplelizard.com, where outstanding maps lead to outstanding adventures. Hello, fellow explorers. This is a message from the Pennsylvania Parks and Forest Foundation. You know those incredible state parks and forests Christian talks about in every episode? We're the ones making sure they stay incredible. From maintaining the trails you hike, to engaging volunteer groups who make your experience better, to supporting conservation projects that protect Pennsylvania's natural treasures while keeping these places accessible. We're behind the scenes making it happen. Whether you're planning your next waterfall hike or just dreaming about your favorite overlook, know that PPFF is working to preserve these special places for future generations of explorers. Learn more at paparksandforests.org. Looking to add some Pennsylvania charm to your space? Sister Sunflowers has you covered. Their unique stickers highlight the small local spots that make your community shine, from quirky caves to hidden gems. Perfect for your laptop, water bottle, or anywhere that needs a little hometown love. They got stickers, magnets, prints, and even a hand-drawn poster to keep track of all the Pennsylvania state parks and forests you've explored. Use code HELLBENDER15 for 15% off your first order. Support local, inspire adventure, and decorate with meaning. Only at Sister Sunflowers. Hey, if you're building your summer bucket list, you've got to check out Clarion County. Don't miss Living History Week at Cook Forest State Park, a fun, immersive journey through America's past, from the French and Indian War to the Civil War, with live storytelling, music, and hands-on demos. If you're up for adventure, local outfitters can guide you on river trips or hikes, or hit the trails at your own pace and wind down with local wine and craft brews. Plan your trip, explore events, or let us help you plan your visit at discoverclarioncounty.com. Clarion County. Add it to your travel bucket list. Laurel Caverns. It's the Commonwealth's newest and first underground state park, and it's the largest cave in Pennsylvania, with more than 4 miles of passages and tours for every level of explorer. Laurel Caverns is a different kind of state park experience, one that invites you to discover Pennsylvania's Laurel Highlands from a whole new perspective. Plan your long weekend now at golaurelhighlands.com. All right, back to the show. Where are some of the places that you host events like your hikes and your wellness walks and Tai Chi and things like that?
Yeah, so like we've talked about, there are so many spaces in center and surrounding counties that we try to hit a variety of those spaces. So we go to a lot of state parks like Black Moose Shannon and Poe Patty and Whipple Dam. State forests like Rothrock State Forest and Bald Eagle State Forest are really close to us here. We're also going up to Moshannon State Forest this year, so a little bit further for us. So these public lands that people have access to, but also some local community parks. So we have uh, Two Deck Park here in State College, or Talleyrand over in Bellefonte, Coldstream Dam in Phillipsburg. We're offering a couple of wellness programs there. So just going around to different communities to maybe somebody's favorite park that they like to go and just eat their lunch in or walk their dog so that they can go to a familiar place, or maybe they drive past it every day on their way to work and they're like, I've never actually stopped there. We're going to go with Center Outdoors. Um, and also local preserves. And we highlight a lot of the lands that Clearwater has a hand in helping to conserve. So we own a property called the Barons to Bald Eagle Wildlife Corridor, which is close to our office here, and it's an effort to connect the Bald Eagle Ridge to the game lands, the Scotia game lands, to build a wildlife corridor between those two important ecosystems. So it's a really cool space that Clearwater owns, that we love taking people out there to talk about the reason for that space and the importance of the conservation of a space like that. But also uh, locations that we've helped to transfer to public land. So maybe it was privately owned before. Clearwater helped to transfer it to a state forest or just a publicly available space. So we we really try to offer that variety throughout our seasons to highlight the different types of locations that people can go out to and visit on their own. Because all of the locations that we go to with Center Outdoors are public spaces, so that people are able to go back and visit after they join with us, or if they aren't able to come to our events, they can go and visit on their own as well. So all of these public spaces that people can go and enjoy, we highlight them. We highlight a variety of those locations with Center Outdoors.
Why is fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion in outdoor recreation important to Center Outdoors?
Yeah, that is it's important for so many reasons, because it's easy to just say that, yeah, the outdoor space is for everybody. Like I just talked about a number of public spaces, and in Pennsylvania, we're lucky that our state parks are free, and you should think that anybody can go and visit those parks. But when you go a little bit deeper, there are so many very real barriers and fears, or even dangers for different groups or individuals to accessing the outdoor space. Even just the uncertainty of going outdoors for people that um, don't know where they're going, or heard about a bad experience that somebody they knew had. So, yeah, I mean, it's a deeply rooted problem that it's not going to be fixed overnight, but Center Outdoors is committed to addressing those barriers by, yeah, trying to offer accessible programs, or offering those program resources to take down some of those barriers for folks, but also to hopefully get folks out and get different folks out, because representation matters. I mean, the more diversity that we have of people that are using the trails, or visiting the parks, or working in the outdoor field, or any connection to the outdoors, the more different kinds of people and different experience we're learning from in that realm, um, the more that we're going to grow as an organization. Because I mean, I can go out on a trail and I can talk about my experience out on the trail, but that's not going to be everybody's experience out on the trail. So as we get more people out, we take down those barriers, more people are feeling safe and comfortable and able to go out on the trails. We we get all of these stories, whether they're good, of like, here's this wonderful adventure I went on, or actually I experienced this barrier and it made the trip pretty poor for me and I had a bad time. Both of those are learning experiences for the outdoor field, or just our community as a whole, of how we can do better for our community members and our neighbors, and make the outdoor space truly a space that is for everybody.
one of the things I'm an absolute sucker for is a passport. Can you tell us about the Center Outdoors passport?
Yeah, so our Center Outdoors booklet has a page for each of our Center Outdoors locations that gives a little bit of information about each of those spaces. So you can use these on both your own adventure or if you're coming out on the Center Outdoors events with us. So if you're using it on your own, you can use that booklet to put in your car or put on uh, your uh, your table at home just to kind of pick up and flip through if you're looking for a new place to go. The same with the digital passport. If you just want to look for inspiration of where you want to go on your weekend hike or just see where we're going as the Center Outdoors program, you can use those resources on your own. But you can also bring that passport to a Center Outdoors event and get a stamp on the location page for whatever event you're coming to. So you're able to track how many events you're coming to with Center Outdoors, and as you're getting more stamps, you're actually entering yourself into a raffle for outdoor prizes at the end of the season. So it is a little bit of an incentive too to get people to come out with us more, go on their own adventures, just see as many spaces as they can throughout the season. Because that's what we want to do. We want to get people out there. We want to get them to different spaces to learn about different parts of their community. So the passport offers inspiration, but also some incentive to getting into the outdoors. But over the past couple of years, we have changed the passport a little bit to be more of an evergreen document because it is, outside of the season, it's still a fantastic resource. You can still have the passport from 2 years ago at this point and say, oh, I haven't been to Whipple Dam yet this year. I'm going to go out for my hike over at Whipple Dam, or this year maybe there's going to be a new location that you haven't been to yet. So to make that more evergreen, we've actually taken our event information itself out of our passport. So all of that information is on our website for when our actual events are. But the passport still has all of the destination information in it. So it acts more of like a resource for your adventures and for joining us for our events. Yeah, so it just has a little bit of information about all of our favorite spaces.
In addition to your events, Center Outdoors hosts a number of activities such as making your own worm composting bin and DIY leaf prints and more. Can you tell us about the sort of activities you offer?
Yeah, Centered Outdoors and Clearwater Conservancy host different events throughout the year that offer different topics. Yeah, maybe our rain barrel workshop that we have, or a worm composting bin that that you can make to use at home. Which both we have our events that might offer an activity like that, but we also have some online resources that just have a guide of how you can make a bird feeder at home, or how you can go out on a nature scavenger hunt, and all of these different nature activities. Because um, both with Center Outdoors and with Clearwater, we want to offer a variety of activities, not even just events of come out on a hike with us. It can be simply of you're spending the afternoon at home with your kid. Why don't you do this nature inspired craft with them? Or yeah, bringing up the worm composting bin of if you're starting a garden, what does that mean to have a worm composting bin? How does that benefit you? So all of these educational pieces that also can be an activity to connect you with nature and with the work that we do. Those activities are more of a pop up throughout the year. So we might have an event that has this topic that you can come and join us for. But we have lots of activities like that on our website that you can access at any time throughout the year.
Yeah, I was flipping through some of the activities. I'm a DIY person. I love spending an afternoon making something that I will or won't use. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Anything from like just get rocks and paint them and now you have a garden snake, anything from like that to actually useful things. So just in research for this episode, I was looking through and I was like, ooh, I think I might make a worm composting bin. I was like, that sounds like a good idea.
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly the point, is we want people to have fun with it too. Going out in nature is not always about learning or always about breaking a sweat and getting exercise. It's also just about having fun and being a little silly sometimes and just, yeah, having that break from your normal day-to-day life.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You spoke a little bit about the gear library. Can you tell us what gear is available for participants?
Yeah, so we have trekking poles, rain jackets, binoculars, day packs, and even a child carrier that participants can use. Right now, it's just during our guided outings. Eventually, we would love to take it more public for people to be able to borrow that gear for their own adventures. But for right now, we still only have that available for our guided outings. But if you are coming out on a guided outing with us and you're like, I would really like to try a set of trekking poles, I've never used them before, or I know that I like trekking poles, but I don't have a pair myself, or I don't have a backpack, but I want to carry my snack and my water bottle with me. That's exactly what our gear library is for, so that people feel like they are prepared and they're comfortable out on the trail with us. And we even go so far as to, if we're going out on a hike and there's rocky terrain, we'll just bring the trekking poles with us. You don't even have to reserve the gear. Even though that is the preferred method, we always ask that people, if they know they want to borrow gear from us, to send us an email at least 24 hours before the hike to make sure that we have the gear that you want at the event. But if it's going to rain that day, we'll just throw the rain jackets in our car to bring with us to the event, or the trekking poles are used quite a bit, especially on our adventure hikes. But if there is something that you want to use during a guided outing with us, you can just send us an email and we'll bring it out for you.
What can you tell us about the Junior Naturalist program? I know you mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, so the Junior Naturalist program is a way for kids and families to connect with the trail in a way that feels exciting for them during our guided outings. So we have six unique Junior Naturalist toolkits, each with a different theme. And in each toolkit, there are a couple of tools and an activity guide that have some suggestions of how they can use those tools during our guided outings. But otherwise, it's entirely self-led. They can choose what backpack they want to borrow and just use it however they want to along our guided outing. So, for example, we have an observing toolkit, which has a pair of binoculars and a magnifying glass in that toolkit with some ideas of how you can use that, of see what the furthest thing away you can see is, or oh, look at a leaf up close and see what the different patterns are on there. Or kids maybe have their own ideas of how they want to use those tools along the way. So during our hike, they can use those tools to discover things along the way. And once they get back from the hike, they return that toolkit. And we actually have take-home toolkits for our junior naturalists, so that each time they borrow a junior naturalist toolkit, they earn their own junior naturalist tools to take home.
Oh,
So
that's
if you,
awesome.
yeah, so if you've borrowed that observing toolkit, once you turn it back in, you've earned your own magnifying glass to take home and use on your own adventures. And each toolkit has its own tool that you earn once you borrow it out on the trail with us. And kids even have their own little passport that they can get the stamps of whatever toolkit they've borrowed, so that they know that they've earned all the tools by the end of the season. And they have a really nice pouch from Organic Climbing with a junior naturalist patch on it that they can put all of their junior naturalist tools in. And yeah, the kids get really excited about it. And it's always fun to see how they use the tools differently out on the trail. Because, I mean, kids have such an amazing imagination and have things that inspire them or make them curious out on the trail. So it's always a different experience for our junior naturalists.
I mean, what is it like to see kids use these tools and to be able to kind of discover nature? I mean, it must be really fun and exciting to be able to see these kids kind of like get the feeling that you've got whenever you kind of discover the outdoors.
Yes, it really does take me back to my childhood. I mean, I feel like I'm still a kid when I go out on the trails, that I'm so excited to discover an insect that's shiny crawling under the leaf, or looking at the colors changing throughout the fall. So seeing that excitement and awe from kids, even as young as 2 or 3 years old, is just really exciting. And especially as a conservation organization, it just inspires hope for us as well, of these kids are just building this love and this connection with nature that's hopefully going to stay with them throughout their lives. So it really is exciting to see kids come out to our events, but then also find things that excite them along the trail using our toolkits or just on their own.
What is the outdoor leadership cohort?
Yeah, so the Outdoor Leadership Cohort is a program that we've offered the past 3 years, which is essentially a scholarship program. So this is another like diversity initiative that we've established in the Center Outdoors program that's all about helping people to become leaders in the outdoor field by participating in nationally recognized trainings, conferences, workshops at no cost to them. So we pay those registration fees for those trainings so that they can just really build their skills in whatever field they're interested in or advancing uh, different things about their career that they want to grow in. So they're able to tailor it to their own experience and grow as a leader in the outdoor field. Unfortunately, this is a program that we are putting on the back burner for this year due to some funding concerns, but we are hoping to bring it back in the future, whether it's in the same format or in a different way, because I mean, the whole reason for the cohort is that we want to continue to break down those barriers. So whether that cohort comes back in the same fashion, or we've also talked about wanting to offer a wilderness first aid training for the community at a lower cost, because some of those trainings can be pretty expensive. So even if we can offer just a few scholarships to the community for some of those trainings, or if we can even just put together a resource of different scholarships to go to conferences locally or nationally, and just really offer a way to support especially our young professionals that are just breaking into the field or wanting to break into the field but don't quite know how, to be that resource and to give them the assistance that they need when we can, whether that be a fully tailored season of trainings and conferences or just a list of scholarships that they can access on their own. We're still trying to figure out what that's going to look like going forward, but we're hoping that we're able to continue to offer that in some fashion throughout the life of Centered Outdoors.
Good. Yeah, that'd be great. What would you say to someone who's curious about the outdoors but hesitant to join their first Center Outdoors event?
I would say to reach out to us, send me an email, come visit our office. We would love to hear what your hesitations are, what your questions are, see if we can answer some of those before you even come out on the trail with us. Because once you have that knowledge, I mean, maybe it's just answering the question that's going to make that person feel comfortable to come out with us, or maybe it's just meeting me face to face before they see me out on the trail that's going to make them feel comfortable coming to an event. So yeah, if somebody has a hesitation to come out to our events or even just go out on a hike on their own, we're here as a community resource. We want people to send us emails or call the office or stop by when they can so that we can uh, yeah, answer those questions, give some recommendations, connect them to other organizations or businesses in the community so that we can really set them up for success in whatever they want to do out in the many places that they can go and explore here. Um, yeah, we just want to answer those questions for them and break down those barriers when we can.
Where should listeners go to learn more about Center Outdoors?
So they can go to a couple different places. First, our website is centeredoutdoors.org, spelled CENTRED outdoors. It's spelled center like Center County because that's where we're located. Or if social media is more of your thing, we have Facebook and Instagram. You can follow us at Centered Outdoors, spelled the same way, CENTRED outdoors. So those are probably the best two to connect with us. We also have an adventure guide newsletter that people can sign up for on our website. that you'll get updates sent to your inbox weekly throughout our season. So if you're wanting to join us or follow along with us, any of those options are great ways to get more information.
Yeah, I highly recommend at the very least following them on social media, just so that you could be as jealous as me if you're not able to attend an event. But I would also say Center County is beautiful. The area around Center County is beautiful. If you were to plan a trip just to go to a Center Outdoors event, I think you'd be very happy to do that.
Yeah, come and join us. We would love to have you out on the trail.
Olivia, thanks so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Christian. It's been a great time just chatting with you, catching up a little bit, and talking about Center Outdoors.
I want to thank my guest, Olivia Stoss, for joining the podcast. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and Meta for more information about upcoming episodes. You can support the podcast by buying merch at hemlockstohellbenders.com, or you can click support this show in the podcast description to provide a monthly donation. This has been Hemlocks to Hellbenders. I'll see you out there. Hosting, production, and editing by Christian Alexanderson. Music by John Sauer. Graphics by Matt Davis.